Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new pick a card reading. Today we are looking at a message from your guides, your loved ones in spirit, your guardian angels, whatever you want to call them. Let's see what they have to say. All right, so group one, if you chose the Fool's Gold, the Pyrite, then this is going to be your message. I don't know why I feel the need to shuffle the tarot cards, even though they're already shuffled, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. So the message from your guides, group one. Let's see what we have. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's try and arrange these so that we can see them well. One sec. All right, group one, you already have such a good message. There is the fact that you've been getting a lot of spiritual guidance lately. You might not be consciously aware of it at this point. I feel like most of you watching this one are, but there are going to be some that they just haven't quite clued in, like, oh, this is not a coincidence. I'm actually connected to the divine. You are capable with the Magician. You have the skills that you need in order to progress in your life, in order to learn what it is that you want to learn, whether it's like an actual magic or witchcraft practice, or if it's working on some kind of divination skills, or just developing your own self, working on your own healing, or working on your own connection to the divine. You have what it takes. You already have the ability within you. It's like the message that's coming in is like you've already won. There's some kind of obstacle that you're facing at the moment, but Spirit just wants you to know, like, you've already won whatever it is. You've won the day. Won the day is what keeps coming to mind. Now, King of Pentacles, I thought I had fixed all the reversals in this pile, but I guess I had not. So we're going to leave it like this is. This King of Pentacles, upright, refers to long-term security, be it financially, physically, materially secure, long-term wealth, things like that. It's in reverse. This is talking about a blockage to, there's some kind of abundance that you want to create, some kind of wealth that you want to create, and it seems like it's being blocked. That's how it feels. But Spirit's actually saying nothing is in your way, nothing is blocking you. I think a lot of you guys with dealing with this are also dealing with a pretty restrictive mindset, and this is not always easy to spot right away, because sometimes we get so used to the thought patterns that play over and over again in our minds that we tend to forget that, like, it's not necessarily the truth. Just because we think it or just because we believe it does not mean it's true. Some of the blocks to overcoming this, or some of the ways to overcome this, like, blockage of energy flow, or this blockage of abundance, is to affirm to yourself that you are not stuck. You actually are where you need to be. This is your potential. This is what you have to look forward to, the star. Have hope that your situation will move forward, that you will start manifesting. I think some of you guys who chose this pile, you might be either learning how to manifest and it's been really difficult, or you've done it before, and for some reason this time it just doesn't feel like it's working, or something just feels like it's in the way. Your spirit guides want you to know that you are actually a lot more talented than you give yourself credit for, and you're a lot more knowledgeable and wise. You're a lot more intelligent than you would give yourself credit for. And look at how the swords around this woman are not completely circling her. And her binds, I mean, yeah, that sucks. She's uncomfortable, but it doesn't look like she's wrapped too tight. And eventually she will be able to slip out. This is saying eventually you will be able to move past the limiting belief systems or thought patterns that have been keeping you, or maybe not keeping you from manifesting what it is that you desire, but just making it difficult. But I love that these are at the beginning of the reading right away telling you, like, don't worry, because you actually have what it takes. You got this. You actually got this. And it's like you can turn this around. Spirit instructed me to actually turn the card back around to demonstrate. It's okay to ask for help from the divine when it comes to changing your beliefs or changing your thinking patterns, changing the way that you perceive yourself or you perceive your abilities. Or some people don't even realize that they deserve to manifest all the wonderful things in life that they desire. You do deserve it, and you're able to do this, and you have the skill, you have the blessing, you have the guidance, all of this wisdom. It's all at your fingertips. It's okay if you ask for help from the divine. So now we're going to look into, we're going to just put the cards aside. We're going to look into your oracle cards. So I got Ask and It Is Given, Living Reiki, and Path of the Soul. So I think we're going to start with Ask and It's Given. Now the reason that I'm shuffling these ones now and didn't do it earlier is because you can see they have printing on both sides. And, you know, I just wanted to make sure that this was like completely genuine, and sometimes we get pretty surprised by what comes up with the oracle cards. So I'm just going to pull one out of the middle. Oh, my financial decline will not elevate the impoverished. And okay, all right. Let's go back. You know what? I guess we could just leave these out. I don't know why I decided to move them in the first place, but that's okay. We'll forgive the self here. All right. So when this guy was in the reverse, financial decline, maybe some people believe that they don't deserve like a lot of money. I won't say excess, but some people maybe believe that they don't deserve nice things because, well, I'm spiritual. I'm not supposed to care about materials, which, okay, yeah, we're not supposed to get wrapped up in materialism and this 3D world, but that doesn't mean that it's bad to, you know, have financial security. It doesn't mean it's bad to have a place to live that you like. And it's not bad to have, you know, at least something that you want, as long as it doesn't harm yourself or anybody else to get it or to use it or whatever. You cannot get poor enough to help impoverished people to thrive. It is only in your thriving that you have anything to offer anyone. If you want to be of help to others, be as tapped in, tuned in, and turned on as you can possibly be. I think that you guys are going to be receiving, if you're not already doing this, you're going to be receiving lots of, I like to call them like spiritual downloads of information. You might receive them, like perceive it as like ringing in the ears, or a random tingling or energetic sensation in the body, or just you're suddenly hit with this knowing that some sort of concept or some sort of information is true. And you don't really know where it came from, or you don't really know why. Sometimes. It's coming from your spirit guides, especially in this case. So now let's look at your living Reiki message. There are always such wonderful messages on these cards, and they are beautiful. What's going to be most important to everybody in group 1 when it comes to their message? All right, let's pull out of the middle. Change the frequency. You are basically a human transmission tower, transmitting a frequency with your thoughts. If you want to change anything in your life, change the frequency by changing your thoughts. Your past thoughts have created the life you're living today, and your current thoughts are creating your future life. What you think about or focus on the most will appear as your life. So if you constantly think about the past, you will recreate those situations. And I guess if we constantly think about, oh my God, I'm stuck. Why am I not moving forward? Or like, why is my channel not growing? Or why haven't I gotten a raise yet? Or why am I not getting this promotion? Or, whatever it is, why don't I have it yet? What we keep putting out is that I don't have it yet. And so the universe goes, oh, she doesn't have it yet? That's what she's putting out? Okay, well, let's just match that. We'll make sure she doesn't have anything yet. It helps to show gratitude in advance for the things that we desire, even if we're not physically holding them in our hands or in our bank accounts or whatever. It helps to show that we're grateful, because when we put out that, oh, thank you so much for, answering my prayer, or thank you so much for this blessing, or whatever it is, however you want to say it. The universe goes, oh, she's grateful. Oh, okay, well, and she's saying thanks for this, or whatever, whatever it is that you desire. Well, we better match what she's putting out. We better give her what she desires. She's saying she has it, so we better make sure she has it. That might be a little bit too simple way to put it, but that's how I like to think of it. So now we have the Path of the Soul cards. These are beautiful cards. I love them. What's the message? Oh, okay. What? Card number 2. Let's look at the book. Encoded. Where others see nothing, you see the deeper meanings of or message hidden within. Your guides are working to communicate with you as your intuition and inner knowledge expands. Be mindful of all that you experience in each moment. Beware of animal messengers, cloud formations, colors, conversations of others, and anything else that catches your attention. And like I said, for some people, it's a tingling or energetic sensation in the body. Sometimes it is ringing in the ears. Sometimes it is, some other form. You're taking the next step up in your awareness and connection to the unseen worlds. That high priestess, she has that strong, she's got that direct line to God, basically. This is wonderful news, Group 1. You are, it's not just saying that, hey, you're stuck in this pattern, but it's saying like, hey, here's a way to move forward, because you're not actually stuck. It's just that the universe keeps kind of giving you the same thing over and over, because your brain keeps playing out the same thought patterns over and over. So it's just saying like, here's what you should do. And this is a very hopeful message for you guys. I hope that this was helpful to you. Feel free to like and subscribe to Santa Rose Metaphysical. If you have ideas for other pick a card readings or other kinds of videos from my channel, just let me and others know in the comments. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Hey, Group 2, if you chose the amethyst, this is the message from your guides. Oh, let's get these all mixed around, even though I'd already shuffled, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, Emperor. Moon in reverse. I thought I fixed all the... Look at all these reversals. This is not a bad thing, though. This is actually a hopeful message, even though some people tend to think, oh my gosh, reversed cards, that means it has a bad meaning. Oh my God, what do I do? No, not necessarily. Basically, you have regained an aspect of control over your own life and the way you do things, the way that you make choices, the things that you desire, the things that you think are going to be best for you. Because I think that you have left behind a difficult or otherwise toxic, unhealthy situation. The moon here is saying that I think now you've started healing from trauma that you've never really had to come face to face with before. And by that, I just mean like trauma that you have, but just hadn't processed. Maybe you repressed it and didn't let it come back up to the surface because you thought, well, if it stays down here, it won't bother me. But here's the thing. The more we repress, it's kind of like I always see it like a pressurized can. The content's under pressure. It builds and it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds, and then something pierces the can, and then kaboom! You have your breaking point, and you're kind of thrust into this period of darkness and healing. And I think the reason that it's in the reverse this time is because this might just feel so foreign to you. It might just feel, it could be overwhelming. It could be scary. It could just be like, oh my God, I've never had to come face to face with this. I've never had to deal with this type of thing before. Or I never thought I would deal with this or have to look at this again. But when we refuse to acknowledge inner pains and traumas, and it's okay to, wait until you have like a good support system, or sometimes some people just aren't ready to process something quite yet, but in a little bit of time they've settled down, and then it's like, okay. But when we deny ourselves the opportunity to heal, when we outright deny it and we just suppress, we hurt ourselves. We betray ourselves. We don't mean to, but that's kind of what happens. We just hinder our own well-being, and it's the ego self that does it. It's not us as spiritual, beautiful beings. It's the ego self. I see the Chariot in reverse, and I'm hearing, don't go there. There's it could be certain thought patterns as well, or certain perception that maybe you've started having recently, and Spirit's saying, don't go down that road. Chariot in reverse, don't go down that road. This is also just saying that you've made the decision now. 8 of Cups, it's in reverse also. This means it was a really tough decision, because maybe this was part of your comfort zone. Some people who have trauma tend to tell themselves things like, well, this happened to me and I'm a victim, and so I don't deserve this or this or this, or like, I don't deserve to get better, or I deserve to carry all this guilt. Spirit's saying, leave that kind of thinking behind. And Spirit's going to help you. They are going to help you to leave this behind. It's going to be tough, because sometimes that kind of self-talk becomes so normal to some people. It becomes comfortable, which sounds weird because, something's so harmful. How could that be comfortable? But people who are experiencing this, they know exactly what that means. It might feel weird not to say negative things about yourself, or it might feel weird not to blame yourself, or not to deny yourself compassion, love, healing, empathy, whatever it is that you need, which I think all of those things you need, you deserve. And Spirit's going to help you to access it, and is going to help you to walk away from this really, really, I'm seeing it in my mind as like a pit of quicksand. And I'm also seeing like rabbit hole imagery. So this could be like a mental or emotional rabbit hole you've been down many times. Maybe it's just been once or twice, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, this has happened a few times in your life where you've kind of been here. But I love this hopeful message. You've regained control. You're regaining control over your life. We can't control everything, but we can control some things. Now we are going to look at, I like on the top is only I know what is appropriate for me. That kind of goes along with that message of you know what it is that you need or desire. Taking more control over your own reality is, okay, that one fell out, so let's use it. I will never cease being or desiring. You will never cease to be. New desires will be constantly born within you. Source will never stop answering your desires, and your expansion is therefore eternal. And so you may begin to relax if in this moment there's something you desire that has not yet come to fruition. And all right, maybe with this Emperor card, this is also saying that it's interesting. We regain control by letting go of control. That sounds really, really weird. But we kind of have a better time manifesting, or an easier time living in the moment when we let go of control of, or the idea that we can control, oh my gosh, like, what's this person going to say? What are they going to do? What are they going to think? Predicting everybody else's actions and behaviors so that you can act accordingly, instead of just living your life and just going with it. I am going to look at our Living Reiki message. I love these cards. They are so pretty. Well, 2 of them fell out, so you know what? Let's use them both. First one, understanding and the truth about emotions. And I'm going to put these together and say understanding the truth about emotions. So let's look at understanding. If you change your reaction by perhaps being more understanding of the other person's position, or being more understanding of the situation or the other facets of the situation, because you realize their perception's different than yours, or feeling less threatened by someone's actions by developing more self-confidence and greater self-esteem. And you know what? That Emperor, he is confident. He knows he's powerful. He knows that what he says in his reality goes. And greater self-esteem, or simply by listening to his or her explanation rather than instantly sounding off, which, sometimes that 5 of Swords, that's like sharp words or insults. That's sometimes a card I get for like insult to injury. Then you'll get a whole new set of reactions from the people around you. This could be something that will help you to move forward from maybe harmful or just, harmful or negative thought patterns or perceptions about yourself or others. And now we're going to look at the truth about emotions. Emotions result when feelings are filtered through your beliefs, when you develop judgments about what you should or should not be feeling. However, your emotions can guide you, but you don't have to let them control you. Now, Spirit is saying, like, this is the rabbit hole. They're saying, don't go there. Don't do this. Don't obsess over whether or not you deserve to feel a certain way, because the truth is you feel that way. And there's nothing you can do about it except for sit with the feeling, process it, vent it out in a healthy way, and then try your best to just move forward. And Spirit they are really offering you support and compassion and love, and they are so willing to help you with this. If you need help, you just need to ask them. They can't infringe on anybody's free will, so sometimes you just gotta ask for help. And now, you can hear me shuffling. Now I'm looking at the Path of the Soul Destiny card. What is the message here for you guys in group 2? Ooh, that one's pretty. I don't think I've seen that one come up a whole lot. All right, what does it say in the book? Card 42. Nope. Fairies. You are being asked to watch for situations that get you fired up, and possibly, that Moon card, trauma, things that are triggering. Remember, every experience you have is part of your learning. If you do find yourself in an uncomfortable situation, do your best to stay in the moment. Be mindful and do not allow yourself to slip back into old patterns. Spirit saying, don't go there. Don't go there. That hurts your growth. By staying true to who you are, it hurts your growth, but it also just slows it down a little bit. By staying true to who you are now, you will find the situation resolve easily. The fairies are showing you the magic of staying present and heart-centered. It's important to have hope because your situation is improving as we speak. This is a very, very hopeful message, and I really hope that nobody listening to this is disappointed or like, I thought this would be better. This is just telling me something that I already know, but this is important. Spirit is saying that You're becoming aware of cycles that you were not previously aware of. Thought patterns, core beliefs, other things like that. The way you perceive yourself in your reality. You're starting to realize that there's a different way, or maybe multiple different ways to see something, multiple different ways to view yourself. Spirit's just saying to be patient with yourself too. Give yourself the credit you deserve because you've been doing a wonderful job. You've pulled through something difficult and you're on the path to making things better because you're learning now what to avoid. And with that, group 2, I hope this message was really helpful to you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to Sienna Rose Metaphysical. If you have an idea for a future topic for my channel, let me and others know in the comments. And with that, thank you so much for watching. All right, group 3, if you picked the Septarian, then this message was meant for you. Message from your spirit guides. All right, what do we have? Surprisingly, I can flip them over now. Surprisingly, no reversals, I was going to say. All the other groups had at least one reversal. Okay. Ooh, a lot of court cards. You might be dealing with a lot of people or just a lot of different energies. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So right off the bat, group 3, you are growing spiritually. You might be going through an awakening. This could be a brand new awakening or just a new cycle of awakening in your life. And there's this desire and instruction from Spirit to release petty conflicts and to let go. Even if it's an internal conflict, something that you struggle with within yourself, Spirit's saying that it's okay to let these things go. Recognize your internal conflicts and meditate. There's this feeling of like meditating and spending time in Spirit, and the answer will come to you. The priority will come to you. Should you prioritize? I'm also seeing with these 3 court cards here. These are representing different types of people that are around you, different personality types, just different energy, maybe just different frequency that they vibrate at. I pick up that it is time to sort of take stock of who is in your life, the relationships that you have close to you. Which ones have been the most beneficial to your growth? Which connections have been the most, well, I guess maybe I would say the most rewarding, not necessarily because of what they can do for you, but how much joy do they bring you? How do you feel when you spend time around them? I also get that it's time to recognize, the different people in your life that you love and value and why you love and value them. You're also learning that there are all kinds of people in this world with unique skill sets, unique gifts, talents, abilities. I don't know, those maybe all mean the same thing, but to me, they can all be slightly different. Each of us are good at different things. We value and prioritize different things, and some of us are just more apt for some activities than others. And you're learning this, but you're also learning that this is okay and that this is good. It actually requires all kinds of people to maintain there's some kind of energetic balance in the world that I'm seeing that is maintained because we have all these different personalities, that there's all kinds of experiences that we can have as souls because of all the different people that we can interact with. You're really coming to value those in your life. And I mean, I wouldn't say that you don't already value them because obviously I think you would, but you're coming to be so aware, so conscious of how much you love and value the people in your life that bring you joy and the people in your life who help you to grow. And it seems like you are going to be spending a lot more time with them if you're not already doing so. And on the other hand, you're learning to distance yourself from the ones that maybe create conflict within you, or the ones that have drama, or the ones that try to bring you into their conflict, the ones that create tension. Because you're growing spiritually, and the people who you know, they have a lower vibration. And I'm not saying like people with a high vibration are better than people with a low vibration. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes, well, actually, you know that phrase, misery loves company? Sometimes a person who is dealing with a low vibration or just a very like a low mood or just some kind of inner pain like that, sometimes they feel as though the only way to get rid of some of the burden is to share that pain or to share that dysfunction or whatever with other people so that they don't feel alone. But Spirit's saying, nah, you don't have time for that. Where you're going, these kind of people and these kind of behaviors can't go. It just doesn't vibe, doesn't resonate. So now with that, we are going to take a look at the Ask and It Is Given Oracle deck. And see which message is meant just for you, group 3. I'm going to pull out of the middle. Okay, I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. In every moment, you are broadcasting a very specific vibrational signal that is instantly being understood and answered. And immediately, your present and future circumstances begin changing in response to the signal you are projecting. The entire universe right now is being affected by what you are offering. Okay, and so maybe that's why some of these people or old behaviors or whatever, they can't follow you to where you're headed because you've moved past that kind of behavior already. You're tired of it. It's gotten so old. And it's not going to help you to attract any more like abundance or growth or wisdom. I also just pick up that there are going to be, you're learning so much from all these different people around you. You're learning from other people's skills, other people's experiences as they sort of intermingle with your own experiences, your own wisdom. We're going to look at the Living Reiki cards for you. These are so pretty. Okay, I'm going to pull out of the middle. Clear affirmations. Decide what it is that you wish to work on. Then create simple, clear affirmations or goals in the present tense as if they were already in existence, such as, I have the perfect job, which is fun, fulfilling, and financially rewarding. And allow yourself to visualize your life as it will be when you have achieved your goal. I don't pick up, well, you know, there is a Pentacles card here, but I don't pick up that the concern here is mainly money. The main concern here is about changing your vibration, well, because you're raising in your vibration, you're growing spiritually, you're learning so much. And, you know, you don't have to just do like financial or affirmations or things like material. You can even use affirmations like, I have the right group of friends around me. I'm surrounded by loving and supportive people. Or I'm surrounded by fulfilling and wonderful relationships. And allow yourself, I like that, allow yourself to visualize your life as it will be when you have achieved your goal. Even though you're speaking as though you have it in the present moment and you express gratitude. I like to express gratitude both in advance for something that I will have, and I like to have gratitude in the present moment because it is important to sort of act as if we have what it is that we desire. So now I'm going to pull a Path of the Soul Destiny card for you. Oh, number 28. This one's pretty. I like this color. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to put this here, and we're going to go into the book. Card number 28 is Dreaming. Your dreams are playing a very important part in both your waking life and spiritual development. The answers you seek to your deepest inner questions are being answered. Okay, so these answers are coming to you. You are receiving messages and advice through the dream time. Take serious note of all your dreams. Maybe you're having dreams about certain relationships or people in your life. And maybe the dreams are telling you whether they should stay or whether they should go, or whether you should stay in connection with them, or whether you should go, disconnect. There is so much being given to you from the astral realms. This Empress here, like, oh my goodness. okay, she has the baby in her belly, but it's just not in her arms quite yet, just not birthed quite yet. So this is saying like you have all of this beautiful, powerful wisdom within you. You just haven't become consciously aware of it yet, but you will soon. And I think you're getting all kinds of wonderful messages through your dreams at night. This is a call to strengthen your intuitive connection through meditation. Take time each day to meditate, as this will aid you in remembering and clarifying your dreams. And I think I had said it in this group a few minutes ago that it was important to meditate and think about the different relationships and connections in your life, or the different things you surround yourself with, the different energies you surround yourself with. Is this person, or is this thing, or is this habit, or whatever, going to help me to grow? And with that, you guys, that has been your message, group 3. This is wonderful. Actually, all of the groups have gotten wonderful messages, but I like this one. You're in a stage of growth that might not be easy, but it is so important and so worthwhile. You're going to have that inner peace that you desire, and you're just, oh my goodness, your vibration is raising. It's so beautiful. You are just becoming so spiritually strong and mature, and this is wonderful news, group 3. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Please like and subscribe to Santa Rose Metaphysical, and if you have comments or suggestions for future topics on this channel, please let me and others know in the comments. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.